What's up, peeps? This is Sonicadam2, and welcome to my first ever Sonicadam2 tutorial for you all. Okay, in this tutorial we're going to be doing is how to customize or create your own desktop background here. Like for example, I did my Sonicadam2's custom or create background I did, for which you can see here. I just basically found these Atomic Betty pictures, and like example, I just usually color Atomic Betty in purple or maybe pink, and I did my Atomic Betty in dark green or maybe mixed together with green and blue, and I made Atomic Betty in green, and then I did my Sonic the Hedgehog in red, I did my Sonic the Hedgehog in yellow, and I did my Sonic the Hedgehog in blue. And I just found the Atomic Betty's moon thingy, and I just found the Atomic Betty's home planet. You know, make sure the Atomic Betty's home planet is safe, with not harm and natural environment. Forgot to say environment, as I should say. So yeah, so let's get down to the basics, shall we? So yeah, the first thing you gotta have to do is get the Photoshop CS4 and Paint.net. So, how to get those? Well, basically type in Google and just type in Photoshop CS4 and Paint.net, and just look around for these four sites on how to download the files and all that stuffs, or just basically go onto YouTube and watch the videos on how to download the Photoshop CS4. Same thing to Paint.net. Okay, let's get down to the basics, shall we? Okay, you gotta open up the Photoshop CS4. It's gotta take a moment. Yes, I know. Okay, you go to File and then New, and then make sure that it only depends on what resolution your system has. So, for example, my resolution for my system is like 1200 and 720, and then you gotta click OK, and then just double click on that lock and click OK, and then just basically just pick any particular color you want. So for example, I'm gonna go with the blue, light blue, because sometimes I don't know, it just like to pick up with this particular tutorial. And then you gotta just basically gotta auto paint here, and then you gotta open up the okay, so I'm gonna open up my outer space background, cause I just choose this background and sometimes it's kind of cool, and you gotta drag it here and then just close it, and then just gotta resize it here and do it here, and then you gotta click apply, and then you gotta go to see, it depends on what things you want to set up here. So example, I'm going to light. Oops, yeah, just trying to pick up for the things that might interest you enough. So yeah, I think that would be cool. So depends on how much it depends if it interests you. So gotta go to yeah, that'll do. So you gotta have the pictures of the particular characters you want, like you want it get the pictures of the you know, like Atomic Betty pictures, Sonic the Hedgehog pictures, or maybe Power Rangers pictures, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or maybe the Powerpuff Girl pictures, or whatever. It depends on what characters you like. So, for example, I go with Atomic Betty. Go here, and you gotta just move back here, and then you gotta drag it over to here, and then you gotta just flip over by resizing adjust it, and you gotta just resize it over here. It depends if it interested you enough on what the things you like. So yeah, I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna go click here and just click apply, and then use your magnifying glass, checking closely to make sure it's correctly, and then go to layer, and then go to layer style, and then go to auto glow, and then pick on what colors you like. For example, I'm gonna go with pink, and I'm gonna go to an inner glow. So if I click here, and then I'm gonna go like here, and I'm gonna go with the light greenish thing, or maybe I don't know what I used to call it. And then I'm gonna go to just make it resize it to 100%. So I think that looks pretty cool. Since if it makes it interesting you guys enough, you know, you could just do a basic things and how much of it interested you enough. So yeah, and then go to color overlay, and I don't want that, so get rid of that, and then go to like I said, only to choose the colors if it interested you enough. So I'm gonna go with the pink one, or maybe go to blue, or maybe purple. Yeah, I think it'll be good enough. And then click OK. And just go to normal revolution. And then go to pick a next character, which is I'm gonna be picking Sonic the Hedgehog. Just gotta open that. And then move that. And then like if the characters for the picture is too big, you could just resize it, or maybe just put it in small, so therefore it doesn't even get, you know, even get bigger that fits into the picture's resolution. So, and that's basic stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Sometimes you gotta have to do the same things, like the characters you gotta pick, and go to here, and same thing, you just go click here and click apply, and go to magnifying glass and just zoom in closely, and then you gotta go to, again, same thing, go to layer, you go to layer style, and then put outer glow. Same things. You gotta choose a color if it interested you. So example, I'm gonna go for light purple, or maybe, I don't know. Like I said, if you choose a color that might interest you enough. So yeah, go with the yellow. And Yeah, I think that would do. And then same thing, go to color overlay, and then go to light blue, or maybe, I don't know. And just make sure that it sometimes looks fit nice. I think it looks pretty cool. Gotta click OK. Same thing. Same thing. Sometimes you gotta do it to every single character. So I'm gonna go with tails. And I'm gonna open here. Same thing as also, you gotta do the exact same things as I do. Just do the exact same things and then everything will be A-okay. Yeah, I know I'm taking so much time for me slowiness, but yeah, that's basically sometimes it is not, you know what I mean. Gotta resize that. And then go to click here and then click apply. And then use the magnifying glass to zoom closely. And then same thing as always, you go to layer, layer style, and then auto glow. And then, like I said, same things, same stuff. Pick a color that might interest you. I'm gonna make tails blue. And then go to inner glow. And then go to here and put dark blue. Go to here. And then same thing, color overlay. And I think this will look okay. I think I might be go to green. Or maybe light green. That'd be good. And also, I'm not gonna cut out the parts here, so just gotta watch it simple as the basics. So, next thing, go to Sparky. And you go to you move that thing, and you move that, and just move it here, or maybe resize it. It depends if it interests you enough. Here, and then click here, and then click apply. Close that. Guess we go over here. And then use the magnifying glass again to zoom closely. And then go to layer, and then go to outer glow. Same things as always. Pick a color that might interest you enough. Gonna go with green. That happened. And then go to inner glow. Same thing. Pick a color that interests you. And that looks pretty okay. And then go to color overlay. Same thing. Color that interests you. Click OK. And then just, you know what I mean. And over to 20. That will be okay. Just gotta zoom out. Oops. X5 is next. yeah, that thing to see, that was just my Adam's photos of what I just just get some of the stuff from Google Images, and you know what I mean. Just save it into my Adam's photos, so and stuff. I'm gonna drag it and put it here, and gotta resize X5. Either way, if it interests you enough, like I said, and click here, and then click apply, and then close that. Gotta zoom in, like I said, just follow the exactly as I do, and then go to layer, layer style, and then outer glow. And then, like I said, I know that you guys say I have to keep saying it a couple of times, but that's just why I had to remind you. That's a reminder. So, yeah. And pick a color that interests you enough, like I said. And then go to inner glow. Same thing as always. Go with red. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Go to color overlay. And then pick something that interests you enough. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, let's get back to business. This orange seems to be okay. And then, like I said, just put that my interest is select 30, or maybe just 26 will be okay. And then go zoom out. And then you click here and go. And then next thing we're gonna do the the planet Earth, Atomic Betty's home planet. Gotta resize the planet Earth. That's Atomic Betty's home planet. Gonna click here and then click apply. Just to remind you. Just a reminder. Okay, close that. Go to magnifying glass. Zoom in closely. And then you go to layer style and put outer glow. And sometimes you might have to pick it out, the ones that might interest you enough. So yeah, I know I have to keep saying it, but that's just the basic things I do. Okay then, it looks kind of interesting. Click here, and I think this should be good enough. And then click here. Looks kind of, yeah. Just go zoom in, zoom out, and then next step we're gonna do is the moon. The moon. Atomic Betty's cartoon moon. And then gotta move it over here and just resize the moon. Just basically follow the instructions as I did. And then click here and then click apply. Then close that. And yeah. And I think that's basically done with the characters and the objects. Now you just gotta go to my Sonicadam2's logo. And if you guys don't have the logo things, you could just go to this the text file. Just gotta wait any second. Just basically drag up here, like that, and just basically type in whatever you want. or like it could be your name or something. But I'm not going to do that because I got my logo. Oh, you gotta move that into the trash bin. And business, we just gotta move my Sonicadam2 logo. Okay then. Ah, there he is. I'm just wondering where my logo went off to. Gotta close that. Gotta resize it. Resize my Sonicadam2 logo. And then you go to here and then click apply. Well, I think that's pretty much done with everything. Now, the reason why you gotta have the paint.net, for example, I just found the Atomic Betty and the Galactic Invaders picture. I just went to the found this Atomic Betty Flash game. I know that I might be doing this Let's Play sometime, but yeah. And then I just take a snapshot using Faststone, and then I would just usually get rid of all of these marks very carefully, because sometimes you don't want things screwed up. And then once you're pretty much, because sometimes it may end up taking up a lot of work, like you're just taking your time, like getting all these things correctly, like get rid of all these marks correctly, very carefully. And then once you done that, you gotta save, and then save as, and then select it as 24 bitmaps, BMP DIB or whatever, and then save that. But I'm not going to do that because I already have. And you gotta open this from which I opened it up already, and you gotta use the Matic 1 tool, and just click all the white lines and just press delete, and it should get rid of all of these white stuffs. You know, it makes it like a clear background. You know, like it makes it clear a lot and stuff. Just click on the white stuffs and then just hit delete, and then it will get rid of all of the different white stuff. So you click that. Same here. Just click here, delete that. Just click here, delete, and just click here and just delete. And then once you've done that, you go to save as, and then select it as PNG. Because you know why. But I'm not going to save it because I already do. So press save, and then click OK. But I'm not going to because I already saved it. You know, like in a sec. You know, like I saved it from the I just used the paint.net, and I just basically got rid of all of the white stuff, so that is nice and clear. And I just save it as PNG. You could do this the same as PNG if you want, but for me, I'm gonna use the paint.net just to example. That's all. And yeah, that's basically much done for that part. Now all you're gonna have to do is just click File, Save As, and then go to PNG or whatever it is that you might particular for the desktop that you want. So for me, I'm using the PNG, and then click Save. Just click OK, And just maximize that for a sec. Minimize that for a sec. And then once you've done that, you right click on it, and then go to properties, and then go to desktop, and then go to browser, and you should find out the picture of the desktop that you just saved, and then click open, and then basically click positions and click stretch, and then click apply. But I'm not going to apply because that's just my basic tutorial for you guys. So yeah. Anyways, that's basically much done for my Sonicadam2's first tutorial on how to create or customize your own desktop background. And hopefully that you will see more of my Sonicadam2's tutorials or Let's Plays of when I can. Yeah, for basically, one sec. I just still need some time to do some part 3 of Sonic Rush, and I know that you guys were still waiting patiently for me to do Sonic Rush part 3, but sometimes you just gotta have to wait patiently until I have the time to. So yeah, that's basically done for my Sonicadam2's first tutorial on how to create your or maybe customize your desktop background. And hopefully there will be more tutorials from Sonicadam2's or maybe Let's Plays from Sonicadam2's. And I will see you all later in my Sonicadam2's tutorial number 2, from which I'm going to be doing it if I can. So yeah, this is my number 1 tutorial on how to create or customize your desktop background, and I will see you all later in number 2 of my Sonicadam2's tutorial. This is Sonicadam2 signing out. Peace out.